Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Reality Club. It's actually a really sad day.
Yeah.
We will be chatting today. It's the finale of Dancing with the Stars. After 11 weeks
11 weeks.
of chatting, debriefing,
Yeah.
and it's all come to an end.
I know. I can't believe this is our last recap of the season. It's been so much fun. Yeah, like literally it's been so much fun.
It's like a bittersweet feeling, you know?
Yeah. I'm so happy that we did this. Your like first season back into Dancing with the Stars.
I know.
And like everyone that's been listening to us all season, it's been so much fun to like put our thoughts out on the internet and have people respond to us, share their thoughts. Like it's just made it feel like such a community, and I'm gonna miss it so much. Like obviously we're not done our podcast, but we are done this season, and it feels sad. But if you've been listening and watching us, make sure to like our video, leave us a comment, let us know what your favorite episode this season was.
Oh my god, yeah. Any favorite dances?
Favorite
I know I have a couple
dances.
standouts for sure.
And if you've liked our recap of Dancing with the Stars, we're not going anywhere. We might be done Dancing with the Stars, but we are still going to be recapping a few other shows coming up. One of my favorite reality shows, and if you haven't watched, you guys should definitely watch this season. Starting in January, we are going to be recapping The Traitors USA Season 4.
Yeah, so just really exciting. I didn't know what Traitors was until last year. You
Yes.
introduced it to me.
Me too. Yeah.
And oh my gosh.
It's
an awesome show.
It's a great show. If you like reality competition shows,
Yep.
It is like the perfect combination of competition, entertainment.
Yep.
It's a bunch of reality stars.
I think
who are-
that's my favorite
yeah.
part, is that it brings a lot of different reality worlds together.
Yeah.
So it's just a cast that's absolutely stacked.
Exactly. It's like Dancing with the Stars of like reality TV
Yeah.
or like reality competition.
Literally. Yeah,
Because it's a bunch of like stars,
True.
right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But like I think like Housewives, Survivor, Big Brother, Bachelor, and this season we have a Dancing with the Stars pro on Traitors.
Yep.
The one and only Mark Ballas.
Yeah, and I think it's the first time that a Dancing with the Stars
Yeah. First
member
pro.
has been on.
Yes,
Yeah.
first one.
So that's pretty cool.
Deserving. I'm excited to get to know Mark on a different level, because again, we're newer viewers of Dancing with the Stars ish,
Yeah.
and so like Mark is still someone we haven't seen tons of.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get to know him like on a personal level.
Me too. This is where we, I guess, got introduced to Dylan
Yeah.
Efron for the first time.
Dylan Efron is from Traitors.
Yeah.
Or the first time we noticed
Yeah.
him. First
Well,
time we noticed.
Sorry, Dylan.
Sorry, Dylan. But yeah, definitely make sure to subscribe, follow our channel, follow our podcast if you want to hear our thoughts on Traitors.
Yeah. Or even if there's anything else, any other shows that maybe you're watching that you want us to start watching, let us know.
Yeah.
Like, we love reality
We love
TV.
chatting.
We're really open to anything.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of Mark Ballas being on Traitors, I actually learned this week, I didn't know this, but it makes so much more sense now, like looking at the cast of Traitors and Dancing with the Stars. Dina Katz, who is the casting director for Dancing with the Stars, is also the casting director for Traitors.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then I looked at the stars from last year, and I'm like, every person on Traitors has like been on Dancing with the Stars before, which
Oh.
makes so much more sense now, because
Yeah.
I'm like, she's pulling from people she's cast before. And so with that being said, at the end of this episode, or after we talk about the finale, me and Lauren are going to be going through our dream or prediction cast members for next season of Dancing with the Stars, season 35.
35.
So
Wow.
stick around to the end if you want to hear who we think will be on, or who we want to be on.
Who do like dream team to want to see?
I made it a little bit more realistic. I didn't go too far out.
What do you mean?
Well, because
realistic?
dream could be like, of course I put my dream team. I could put anybody on Dancing with the Stars, but that's not going to happen. We have to be like realistic on who we actually think would be on.
I feel like you never know with Dancing with the Stars.
We'll get into it. But yeah, stick around for that at the end of the episode.
if you want.
And yeah, and just follow, like give us a follow if you want to see more. We're also going to be doing Bachelorette. in March.
Taylor Frankie Paul.
So
more Mormon wives.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do Bachelor again because we've been doing it, but I think this season's gonna be fresh. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and I think a lot more people will be.
A lot of people I think are gonna be watching. So yeah, give us a follow, and yeah, let's get into this finale.
The last episode.
The last episode. I was so excited for this episode. 3 hours. I could have watched 5 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours still didn't feel like enough.
I wrote, this is my Super Bowl. This is like what I've been waiting for all year. Me and Lauren, we didn't watch together, but we did go buy some snacks to like have a nice spread for our Super Bowl.
Obviously. It's all about the snacks, all about the setup.
I was so excited. I was literally sitting like 15 minutes early, just like watching the screen, like waiting for it to start. Yeah, like obviously this season we've critiqued a lot. We've shared our opinions, but at the end of the day, like, I don't think we understand how blessed we were with this cast. Like, we've been critiquing people hard, and so is the internet, but like, we really got spoiled this season with like who was on the show, the level of competition that was on the show. So like, yeah, we can be like, they don't deserve a 10, but like, it was entertaining. Everyone was such a good team player, like good cast member. Like, going into this finale, like, as much as we're gonna critique, everyone did a good job.
Yeah, there were 10s across the board, it felt like.
And yeah, I just want to say that because it's reality TV. I don't want to be like bashing on anyone. They all went on this season and were vulnerable, gave us their all, and like gave us pure entertainment. So like, it's a TV show. Let's just be reminded of that.
Yeah, and for someone who's just coming back to Dancing with the Stars after a while, I think it was a really great season to come back to get me back into watching it.
I was gonna say, I feel like this season, I think, is like that catalyst to like bringing Dancing with the Stars to a whole new level now.
Yeah,
because I think it started season 31 with Charlie D'Amelio.
That seems to be when it shifted.
Also when Riley Arnold came on as
honestly I feel like whenever it went on to Disney Plus was kind of when it shifted.
Yeah, around then is exactly when it started to like, they started bringing on different types of celebrities, right? Yeah. Like, they started bringing on, like, Charlie was, like, really the first kind of, like, influencer that came on. They started bringing, like, some reality TV people that probably wouldn't have been on before. And so I feel like over the past, like, 4 seasons, it's been building to, like, change the way of Dancing with the Stars a little. I feel like this season was, like, that, like, catalyst to be like, next season I feel like we'll get even bigger stars. Because I feel like before it was kind of like you only did Dancing with the Stars if you like were retired or like you're
not an A-list celebrity. You're like never, more like BC.
I mean, it's never been an A-list thing, but I do think now with the popularity of it, I think it will pull some people who may have never said yes before to be like, oh, this is a cool thing to do now.
I hope so. Yeah. I think with the cast of this season though, like they're gonna have to top it somehow next year.
Oh yeah, like.
Or else they're not going to have anywhere close to as many views as they did.
I think, yeah, they'll definitely probably pull some more, like, influencers again. And, like, but I just think there'll be people who will be more interested now in it.
Yeah.
But anyway,
okay, now
we've been spoiled.
I think my list that I did make is pretty unrealistic.
Okay. Anyway, let's actually talk about who was on this season because,
we'll get into the night. I guess just the intro dance first. Love a good intro dance.
Love to see everyone back.
That was, I think, my favorite part of the whole night. Yeah. Was seeing literally everyone be back, seeing Witney dancing again, even seeing like Lauren there.
I know.
I don't know why I wasn't expecting her to be there.
The funniest thing about Lauren, everyone comes back, but the funniest thing about Lauren being there is they put her in her elimination outfit. She was wearing the dress that she got eliminated in.
I thought they put her in another yellow dress, and I'm like, why do they keep doing this to her? Why? But then I saw Jen's, and I was like, oh, Jen's also wearing a repeat outfit. So obviously they didn't want to make outfits for all these people, so they're like, you get to pick one.
Yeah,
poor Corey only had one outfit to pick.
And Baron. Yeah. Justice for Baron. Okay, so this is what I was thinking. I'm like looking at everyone that got eliminated, and I'm like, I don't think like I'm actually sad Baron got eliminated first because I think he had more potential. Yeah. But like it's when you're looking at everyone that was on the season, it's like, okay, but who would have gone before him? Like, I mean,
I think it makes sense.
It's tough because there's just so many. It does
make sense when he went home.
There was just so many good people. It's like good people were gonna go at the beginning.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
Because was it Corey
and Baron, first episode, double elimination. No,
it wasn't the first, was it?
Or sorry, the second episode, but the first elimination.
Right.
Okay, so like, it was a double elimination on the second episode, which in my opinion, I actually think they shouldn't do that. I think everyone should make it through. I don't think
first two. I would have preferred more people to stay at the beginning and then less in the finale, like maybe one less person in the finale.
Yeah, that's fair.
But at the same time, like, it was so much fun being able to watch 5
different dances. I did like it.
Or I guess 15 because there were like am I not close to my mic?
Anyway,
me whispering.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think like having I was kind of worried about having 5 people because I was like, is it just gonna drag? Kind of like, I feel like the semifinals was a little too much in my opinion, but it didn't. No. I think there was enough variety. But we'll get into I mean, honestly, in general, like, we're gonna talk about couple to couple, but I didn't like love the instant dance section personally. I like the concept of instant dance because it's cool to like see their progression. Like, I think one of the judges said like it's cool to watch you like see what you've actually learned, right? But I just think in the finale, I just didn't think it was a finale type situation.
I think that would have been cool for the semifinals.
Yeah, I think they could
have that last week would have been awesome.
I think they could have taken away the instant dance in the finale and let them just focus on their freestyle. Like, let them just like go all out, because don't get me wrong, we'll get to everyone's freestyle. I do think there was some good freestyles and like overall they were entertaining, but I still think they could have like I still think a few of them could have been bigger and better, and I think it probably came down to the fact they had to learn 6 dances,
and that's a lot. That's
in
a
the
lot,
finale,
right? Yeah,
like you're taking like let them fine tune their like 2 dances and just like give us a banger freestyle. Yeah. And like take away the instant dance.
No, that's a good point. But I also feel like a lot of the things they did this season was like they picked the wrong weeks to do it. Like everything was kind of weird. Their layout. I don't know if this is how it usually is. I'm assuming it is.
Kind of.
Like,
kind of.
Do they always do the instant dance in the finale?
The instant dance is new, and I think last year was the first instant dance, and I can't remember if it was the finale or the semifinals. Yeah. But if they weren't going to keep it, it's not a bad idea. I just think it should have been semifinals.
I'm confused. When they are chosen a dance, are they essentially going back to, like, Robert got his cha-cha? Yeah. Is that him going back to their cha-cha dance they did and pretty much redoing that dance?
You mean for the instant dance? Yeah. No, I think it's like they just have to practice and like relearn those dances. Like, I'm sure they're pulling moves from that dance, but they're not like redoing an old dance. They're just redoing a dance style they've done before, if that makes sense. So like it's not.
But that makes me even more amazed then that they were able to pull that off.
No, it's super impressive, and I think like
I thought they were fully just like copying a style that they already did, but pretty much to a new song, and they just didn't have time to prep for it.
Yeah, they know 4 styles that they could choose, and then in that week they just have to like practice a dance that they could potentially perform, and so that's why I think it is. I think it's impressive, and again, it's cool to watch people. It really shows their weaknesses and their strengths and their growth. Yeah, and I like the concept of it. I just don't want it in the finale. Yeah, because I feel like the finale should just be like fine tuned. This is everything, you know. But anyway. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, so let's just get into it. We're gonna talk about every couple individually, and we're gonna talk about all of their dances together, just to make it a little easier to recap and for you guys to follow if you're looking to see what we think about a certain couple.
Yeah, and honestly, just easier for us to talk about.
Yeah, it too, so. And it's just easier for us. But the first couple up was Alix and Val. And their first dance, like everyone's first dance, was a judge's choice. And I think it was, from what I understand, a dance that they have not performed before. Yeah. Which I feel like usually it's like a redemption dance at this time.
I also didn't know that at this point there are dances that they hadn't done before.
Well, yeah, because there's like a bunch of different styles. But it was so funny because I'm like, all of these were like more like traditional ballroom style dances, and it just shows that no one's really done any of those this season yet.
That's true.
But yeah, so Alex and Val, they had Carrie Ann as their judge to choose their song or their style, and they got a samba, and yeah, like, what were your thoughts on this samba?
I was underwhelmed when I first watched it, to be honest. I loved her outfit. Her abs were abbing.
Her abs.
Holy, her abs. I was so caught off guard. I didn't write a single note down for this. It was so hard.
Yeah.
I thought the song was fun. The outfits were fun. I was underwhelmed by it for a finale dance. Like, if that was their last dance of the day, I would have been like, okay, like, what's going on here?
That's fair.
So the fact that they were doing 3, it was the first one. It was still really good. It just wasn't like, wow to me. But I think, like, the choreography was still great. She still did a good job. And I think just how she looked really was just like, I was like, this was great.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it. Like, the content was there. It really showed her growth and like her progression throughout the season. It was entertaining. Like, it was clean. I did like it a lot.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I just didn't like the song.
The song was weird.
But I think, again, I don't really know for sure, but I think the song is like a pretty like traditional like samba competition song. So I get what they were doing with it. I just think for the finale, the song should have started and we should have been like, oh, I love this song. Yeah. Like, you know, like, so overall though, I still think it was amazing. Like,
yeah, I guess there weren't very many sambas this season. The only one I could think about is Witney and Mark's.
Yeah, there hasn't been that many sambas. Yeah, actually I saw someone she had the fringe pants on. Yeah, like,
that dance is like embedded in my brain. That, like, such a weird dance, but like my top 3 for sure of the season.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It is a very memorable dance.
It is. Yeah.
So I did like it. I thought it was good. She got 10s across the board, which honestly, at this point, I think she does deserve it.
Oh yeah, like, I would have been actually really disappointed if she got any 9s.
100%.
I truly think she deserved her perfect score that she got of the night.
I agree. I think like the content, the execution, like all of it was there. It just wasn't like, wow, finale opening dance.
Yeah,
but it was still really good. Amazing job. Alex did amazing in this dance. And I was really excited to see. Alex was one of the people that I was like the most excited to watch this episode.
I think so. The same.
Yeah, like out of everybody, I was like most excited for her dances.
Yeah. No, I can agree. It's not that the other dancers I wasn't as excited. I find Val and Alex have gone above and beyond every single week, and you just kind of knew that tonight or like last night they were going to do the same thing. Yeah. And they might have started off a little slow, but...
And honestly, saying slow is even kind of like...
I know. We're being harsh critiques for no reason. Like, it was the best dance of the night, to be honest. Like, not of the night, but when you compare it to other dances, like, yeah.
It was good. And then she, I guess, had her instant dance, was her next dance.
This was a cha-cha.
Yeah, they drew a cha-cha. They didn't look happy about it. It was so funny. I think this is just my opinion on instant dances. I think for an instant dance, it was super impressive. Like, the content she got in there for an instant dance was really impressive. It really showed like her growth.
Yeah.
I think this is just an instant dance factor, not necessarily like an Alex and Val factor, but because they don't get to like hear the music ahead of time, I just feel like the dance didn't match the music.
No.
Like, the dancing was good. I was like, this is really impressive for like instantly pulling out a cha-cha, but like the song and the dance they don't match to me right now, because that's something you get when you get to practice. You get to feel the music, you get to hear the music, you get to like time certain things with the music to make it more like boom. And like, that's the only thing that was missing for me. I was like, good dancing for an instant dance, but like it just felt random, which
is crazy because I think that the rest of the instant dances, like, for some reason the timing matched up perfectly. Theirs was the only one that I found was a little funky, and even their ending like was a little
I would say I don't think all of them matched up perfectly.
See, I thought they did. Maybe there was one other person that maybe didn't as well, but there's
a couple people that I was like, this matched a lot better.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone was perfect. I do think theirs was the most off to the music, but it also had a lot of good content, so it's like...
Yeah. But I think it was the most noticeably off, which...
From the music,
yeah. But, like, the dancing itself was... obviously a 10.
Yeah. The thing is, like, I also think scoring on this is just so hard because, like, none of them were actually a 10, really. When you think about it, no one did a perfect 10 dance to an instant dance. They all had mess ups. But, like, how are you supposed to score on this scale of someone who just learned the dance 5 seconds ago?
Yeah, it kind of shocks me that everyone got perfect scores except for one team for the instant dances.
Yep, like, we'll get into that. Yeah. But that's what I mean. I'm like, either give everybody a 10 or give everybody... No one gets a 10.
Okay, no, but what's the point of even doing scores if you're just going to be giving 10s out all night?
That's what I mean. Like, that's why I feel like this instant dance for the finale was kind of not the play.
No.
Because then it's like, not that the scores really at the end of the day on the finale probably play really a factor. Like, it's a popularity contest unless you really... don't dance. Like I don't think the score, those 3 points, is gonna like make or break you winning a show. But like, just give everyone a 10 then, or don't give anybody a 10 because no one really had a true 10 in an instant dance. They all had mess ups. Like Alix and Val had like a weird ending. Like I can show you a mess up in almost everybody's dance. But none of them were like a 10 really.
No.
For just learning it. Great job.
I wasn't even expecting for them to get 10s in this round.
Yeah.
And nor did I think they were. Like, even Alix and Val seemed really shocked at their scores.
Well, the fact that, like, some people got a 10 in this dance and, like, not a 10 on their dance that they actually rehearsed and practiced.
Yeah, I know.
So, makes no sense at all. Like, but, whatever. Either way, Alix and Val, great job for an instant dance. She was wearing, like, the same pants, I think, as her first dance. Like, did she even change?
No, I think she pulled her other outfit out, but it's funny. I started watching. This is the first time I've done this all season, and I'm so bummed. But during the commercial breaks, I went on TikTok to watch the live.
So did I.
I was like, why haven't I been doing this?
I know, but I think I agree. I have never watched the TikTok live portion of Dancing with the Stars, but I went between the commercial breaks to watch them, like, be getting ready and stuff,
same.
Which was so fun. I highly recommend you do that next season if you can.
I agree.
But I think it was only entertaining because of, like, we got to watch them learn their dance, but otherwise we wouldn't have.
True, because that was the only part of the show that I watched the live for. I think they cut it off closer to the end.
They did, I noticed that
but
too.
No, even just having Emma chatting around and just, like, was so funny.
Yeah.
Her and Brandon. I wish Jan was there. It was so funny. They're like, everyone in the comments was like, did Jan get fired? No. She's like, no, Jan just didn't want to do it.
You know, that's so funny. They're literally, she was so funny. Like, we'll get back to Alix and Val, but she was like, at one point during, I can't remember whose dance, she was like filming as they were getting changed, and then she burps and she goes, sorry, just burped in the camera, or burped in the mic.
No, they're fun. The live is funny because it's not like, well, you could tell, like, obviously sometimes they'll be like, oh, the producers just said this. Oh, the producer said we can't talk about that.
They're like, oh, gotta move.
But they'll just be like themselves on it, and I loved seeing that part because obviously on Disney they have to be a little more like watch what you say.
It was
but
interesting.
on the live they like did not give
it was
a
actually
shit.
funny, just jumping ahead really quick, when it was like the live in between Robert's dance. He came out first, and then like Witney wasn't out there yet, so obviously he can't learn the dance without her, so he like runs up to the TikTok live and he's like, I'm so nervous, I didn't want this dance, runs away, and Emma's like, oh my god, I can't believe he just talked to us. Like,
then after goes, it's probably because Whitney's not out yet.
But anyway, going back to Alix and Val, but yeah, watch the TikTok lives, like, super entertaining.
Yeah. No, I'm really
and honestly, in Canada, we don't get commercials.
Yeah.
Like, when you're streaming on Disney Plus, we don't get any ads or any commercials in between, like, the commercial break. It's just a blank screen that says event paused or event in progress or something. And so you're just watching this, like, blank screen.
It's quiet. It's just,
you're just like with your thoughts. You're like,
literally,
no wonder
no matter who I'm with, I'm like, we're not talking.
Yeah, you're just kind of like
staring at the TV.
So it was like our commercial break.
Yeah.
I think that's why it was
It
entertaining.
was fun. Yeah, it got to the point where if I didn't have it on, Matt would be like
3 hours
like, get the live on.
But anyway, okay.
Okay. Well, I think we need to talk about the best part.
I mean, of course, we have to talk about the best part of the finale.
Yeah, their last dance, which I wish they went last. Like this was kind of like the finale of the show, like the last dance we were watching.
Oh, I don't agree with that at all.
Okay, relax. Okay. My initial thought watching it, but yes, there was another good dance after. I thought this was the hottest dance ever. She literally turned into a pop star for all of it. I was kind of confused by the sports car part.
Okay, yeah. So before we get to that, I agree. Like, I loved the fierceness. Like, I think it was like. It was great. I loved it. It was so strong. I think the sports car part, I was really excited for Sports Car by Tate McRae.
See,
I was like,
thought she was going to start with Sports Car and that was going to be
like the revving of the engine, like,
like she's going to have her moment and then Val's going to come up. Like, this is what I was expecting. So that.
Yeah, so I wanted, I still loved it. It was a 10 out of 10 freestyle for me, but I think it could have been even better. And only because I think for me, I feel like she, there was no part that she was just the main focus. I feel like there needed to just be a part where like, I wasn't even paying attention to the background dancers. Yeah. I wasn't like, it didn't matter if Troop was on the dance. Like I wanted her just to be like, boom, it's just, I am the star on this stage right now. And I feel like there was like the sports car part could have been
that time.
I feels underwhelmed with that part.
Yeah.
There was literally a move like, you need to hold my mic right now. She went like this. What is that? Okay. Like,
no, as soon as I saw the monkey bars, I was like, I
didn't like that part.
I didn't like it either. I think that you're right. I think there was a lot of potential for this dance and like it was that part because
that's that part. The rest was fantastic.
I was gonna say the man-eater part, like them on the dance floor together, literally everything was unreal.
Great.
She looked great.
Hot.
Good choreography, like
great.
No notes. It was just that one part.
Yeah. It was just the sports car
part. I'm
part.
glad you felt the same way.
And
because Matt and I both look at each other, we're like, what the heck's going on?
And it didn't take away from how amazing I thought it was. Like I still thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
But I was underwhelmed with the sports car part, and I think they could have just made her more of the star. I feel like her hanging on the monkey bar or on the bar, it kind of felt like it was like too tall for her.
Yeah.
And it didn't give powerful. It gave like,
I found
or she was like alone maybe. I don't know.
I think it would have been different because I found that I was looking at
the pros
a little more at that point.
Me
because
too.
They were literally doing the same thing and they're, I don't know. I don't want to say they looked that little bit better, but like, I don't know. I just was very distracted and I wasn't just focused on her, which I feel like freestyle, it should be like, you're the star of the show.
Exactly.
Like if you're going to be the pop star, like be the only pop star.
Yeah, exactly. In that moment, she didn't feel like the star, which she should have been.
Oh yeah.
Right? But she's still, again, I don't want to take away. I loved it. Like, literally love Alix and Val. Like, I really wanted them to take the Mirrorball, honestly.
Yeah.
One of my options.
And I think after that was like, you know what? I thought that was going to be the performance that really like pushed her over Robert a bit more.
And honestly, I still think it did.
I think it helped. It was crazy because we were talking about this in the TikTok live. Everyone was saying Alix's name.
Yeah.
And seeing that halfway through the show, I was like, oh my God, that was the first point that I was like, could Alix actually beat Robert? Like, I know Alix is a better dancer and I know she had much better performances than him.
Yeah.
But it was predictable that it was maybe going to be Robert.
We'll get to that.
But I do like how this episode kind of made it like, oh my gosh, it could actually be her.
I agree. Like, I think that's why, like, obviously, I know I just said some notes about the freestyle, but overall, Alix has had some of my favorite dances all season. Like, if I'm looking back at somebody and I'm like, I think of Alix, I can like recall so many dances that I'm like, I loved that dance. I would go rewatch it. She killed this dance. Like, she has so many memorable moments throughout the whole season. including her freestyle. It was still one of my favorite freestyles, even though I'm saying the sports car thing. Like, because she just, like, owns the stage. She's so powerful. Like, you can just see the growth in her technique and, like, her performance. And just, like, I was really rooting for her because she's had great dances all season. She's really grown as a performer. Like, to me, she was someone who I thought definitely deserved to win. I mean, everyone had their own reason that they deserved to win, but I definitely think she was up there for someone that I was like, yes, if you won this Mirrorball, I would be like, well deserving, good job. Here's my notes on why you were a great winner. You know, like, so I'm sad that she's not going to be performing anymore because she's been like one of my favorites to watch all season long. And yeah, but now I feel like I'm kind of like a new fan of her just because I knew who she was going into the show. I've heard her name, but I've never watched her content. Like, really? Yeah, I've never been a Earl's girl. What is it? Not that I'm like against her. I just like I'd heard of her. Yeah. And like maybe once or twice I've seen like a passing video. So like I knew what she looked like, whatnot, but I didn't know anything about her. I didn't know her personality, and like she's really grown on me. I think she's super entertaining. I like will support her in what she's doing going forward. Yeah. And yeah, just bravo to Alix.
Yeah, you did good. You were unreal to watch. And I agree. I think that when I think back of the whole season we just watched, she has almost all of the standout dances that I can think about.
She has,
Between her and Witney, I will put Witney in there too. I could go back week after week and just watch them and just be so I don't even know how to explain it. Like,
she's just entertaining to watch. She's beautiful dancer.
I'm happy she was on this season, and I'm really.
It would not have been the same season without her.
No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, she's
especially like her and Val's kind of partnership together. Yeah. I think he was the perfect partner for her.
I agree,
and it was awesome to see kind of what they did every week. So, Alix, we love you.
Yeah, you killed it.
You deserve the runner-up. You deserve to win, but like
you deserve the runner. We'll get to the winner later.
To win,
I think she was very much one of my top deserving winners. Yeah, in my opinion. But we'll get to the ending later. But yeah, I do think I would have been very, very happy if she won. When it came down to her and Robert, she would have been my choice for the winner. But we'll get to it later. Yeah, you're one of our winners in our hearts, Alix.
Yeah, and Alix and Val got the highest score of the night from judges.
Really? Yeah. All around. Okay.
Yeah, they were the only ones with a perfect score. Perfect 90.
Good job.
So, obviously well deserved.
Yeah.
Moving on to our next couple.
Dylan
and Dani.
Yes. Lauren's first round draft pick.
Shut up. Okay.
No, if anyone's watching from the beginning, I feel like a lot of people listening probably haven't watched our first few episodes, but me and Lauren actually did a draft pick.
Yeah, we did it before the first episode.
We kind of just stopped talking about it about halfway through.
I got embarrassed by my picks, so also, I don't want to talk about it.
We didn't put any money on it. There was like nothing really. There was no stakes in it besides like, I don't know, pride.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We weren't competing. But, yes.
But yeah. Anyway, Dylan and Dani was Lauren's first draft pick.
Yeah.
And she's been a loyal supporter ever since.
Why are you trying to embarrass me?
I'm not embarrassing you. I'm saying. Like, I'm just letting them know.
You know what? I was really excited to see Dylan dance tonight because he is someone that I find every week does get that little bit better and better. And we've talked about that before. Like, he is my like most improved that I would say. But we've also mentioned that he is kind of like at this, I know we love saying the word plateau, but he was kind of at this plateau with the season where, yes, maybe a couple more months or weeks he could have gotten that little bit better, but he maybe just hit his mark and that was fine. Their first dance was a paso doble.
Yeah, it was.
Bruno went in and told them that. I love a paso doble, so I was extremely excited about this. However, instantly got so nervous for him the second his shirt came off at the beginning of the dance.
Yep, I said it earlier this season. I said it with Robert when he took his shirt off, like episode 2. Still crazy to think about. When you take your shirt off, you can't mess up.
No.
Because you're so vulnerable, right?
You are. You see everything.
And yeah, so how I feel about his first dance, I do think I agree. There's been so much improvement with Dylan throughout the season. He is like a true non-dancer who came in here and was like really trying to learn the technique, learn the dance, and he's grown a lot. Like, I'm not going to deny that he's not grown a lot, but I do, like I said last week, I think he's kind of hit that like peak of like getting better for right now because he just needs more time. He's a brand new dancer, and I feel like in this dance overall it was a little awkward for me. But again, I'm not a dancer. Like, as much as we're critiquing him for that, I still think he did a really good job for not being a dancer at all.
But for a finale
it just wasn't on par with like a finale, and not even like on par to be in the finale, just on par to be like the winner, right, of the finale. I do like, there was a lot of moments that I did like in it. Like, there was at the end, like, they had like this like fake ending pose almost, and then Dani like slid under him, and then that was super cool. But yeah, overall, like, it was just a bit awkward for me. Honestly, this is probably my least favorite dance from him of the night. I don't think it was very good, but it's it wasn't great. It was definitely like an 8. I don't think it was even, Bruno giving him a 10 was,
Bruno, but again, it's so funny. Did you catch that Alfonso after was like, of course Bruno gave Dylan a 10.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, I don't really think these scores mattered that much for anything. So I'm not even gonna like say anything about the scores, but yeah, definitely not my favorite dance of his.
I was just anxious the whole time. I could feel the tension of the judges giving him a poor score. And yeah, they probably would have given him under a 9 if, I don't know, if they scored correctly at all the last couple weeks, but that's fine.
Yeah, but anyway, we'll just move on right to his instant dance, which he pulled. Oh, sorry, I'm down on my notes. Oh, they got a foxtrot, which
this was a good one.
Yeah, it was okay.
What do you mean? The judges were all out of their seats.
I know, I didn't understand that.
I think Derek called it the best foxtrot he had ever seen.
I don't agree with that at all. But anyway, I still think it was really good when they got the when they pulled the card. Literally, Dani is someone, she's so funny. She cannot hide she can't hide her emotions on her face. She's never been someone to be able to like hide what she's feeling or thinking on her face, and it was just so funny. She was like, oh my god.
But that confused me so much, because then when they did the
package
of them, he was like, oh, I want a foxtrot.
Yeah, because whenever they do, like, remember that like they pulled this earlier in the week, production had time to like clip together the perfect package, right? Like they probably said that something about every single dance, and they just pulled the clips of them saying what matches what dance they picked, right? Yes. And also he said after, he's like, yeah, no, I said that earlier in the week and I completely changed my mind. He said that after.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
But anyway, I do think it was like, I was actually more impressed with this than I was their first dance.
Oh my god, same.
And for being an instant dance, I think it actually matched the music quite well. Like, I think he did a really good job for an instant dance. Do I think it was the best foxtrot I've ever seen on Dancing with the Stars? Absolutely not. But not even because he's a bad dancer, just because it was like even their ending was a little funky. Yeah. Like it wasn't the best foxtrot I've ever seen on Dancing with the Stars. No, I was a little confused. But it was a good instant dance, and I actually like was impressed with him in this. I thought it was way better than his first dance. For it being an instant dance, that's pretty impressive. Yep. Or it just says something about his first dance. I don't know.
No, I was happy with this one, mostly because the first one I was just so disappointed with. Yeah. So this was a good redemption for that. And I mean, clearly the judges loved it, so good for them.
Yeah.
This is kind of where I was like, oh my gosh, is Dylan still in this now?
No. Sorry. I like Dylan. I'm not trying to be a Dylan hater. I do like Dylan. I just like, sometimes I'm very intrigued with like some of the praise. I'm like, what?
Well, it's because Bruno is obsessed with him.
Yeah, they're obsessed with him.
That's understandable. But I don't know. I do really like, though, and I've noticed this a lot, when Dylan and Dani are doing their dances, and when they like execute something really well, they just do this little smile at each other in the dance, like lose character for a second, and I love that.
Yeah.
Because I think that is so authentic. Like, I like seeing that side of them.
Yeah, no, I love their partnership.
Because sometimes I'm a little like weird about their partnership.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I like them. I've always liked them. So yeah, at this point, like, to me, Dylan was didn't love his first dance. Was impressed with his second dance. Like, I couldn't do that. And then going into the freestyle, I
actually cried.
I cried too. I was not expecting that. Like, I think it's actually an interesting choice because I feel like usually freestyles, like, they are typically different than anything you watch in the season, right? Like, yeah, like even like Alix and Val, it was kind of similar to things they've done in the season, just like more dramatic, like similar styles they've done, just a little bit more people on stage and like a bigger show.
I'm expecting a performance out of a freestyle.
Yeah. And so Dylan and Dani kind of went a little bit different than that, and they just went very like vulnerable, and like I actually liked it a lot because I feel like Dylan, it really showed like him being a non-dancer, just enjoying the art of like dance. Why is that making me want to cry? But like, to me, that's how it felt. It felt like they were just why am I gonna cry? It just felt like they were dancing for each other. Yep. And like not caring like what people think of them, or like, why am I wanting to cry? Like,
because it was a beautiful dance.
Like, it made me just feel like they don't care if anyone's watching. They don't care like how this ends up. They just wanted to like, he was just appreciating like learning dance and like going out there. Oh, I'm crying. That's how it felt, though.
No, it's
right.
True.
It was beautiful to watch.
It
like,
was a really great appreciation for their partnership together to end the season off.
Yeah.
I don't normally like a contemporary dance.
Same.
I find them so boring, and I'm just not about it. But when I heard that Daniela was going to be doing it, I was like, well, she crushes contemporary choreography. And like, so you just knew it was going to be awesome.
And I remember not being a huge fan of their first contemporary, even though I know a lot of people like absolutely loved their other contemporary. Like, I didn't love it. Yeah. And like, this to me just like, it just made me feel like this is what the show is supposed to be about. Like, it's supposed to be like people not knowing how to dance, coming in, just appreciating their growth. Like, it just felt so wholesome, and it didn't have to be some like flashy freestyle, because I don't think he would have thrived in that, honestly. Like, picturing Dylan in like some like big ensemble trying to do like, I just don't think he would have thrived in that. And so I think this was a good choice for them. I think it was perfect. I loved the water at the end. I love a good water. You need someone dancing in water at some point in a freestyle.
No, that was a good touch. I don't know. This was the first time where like when I was watching him dance, I was like, you're a dancer. I'm like, this is awesome. And he looks like a natural doing it. I think contemporary really saved him. If he did any other style of dance, I really don't think he would have got his 10s. I mean, maybe because they're just giving 10s out. Yeah. But if anyone else did a contemporary, I think I would have been disappointed, but I was very happy with theirs.
Yeah, I really liked it. And to me, like, people can say what they want about him not being a good dancer, even me, like, or whatever. But like, at the end of the day, it's like, no one's expected to be a perfect dancer. Like, it's about going out there, having fun, like, trying your best. Yep. And yeah, I don't know. I appreciated it. It made me really, like, I literally texted you and I was like, fine, you can vote for Dylan if you want. Like, but yeah, it was, I don't know what else to say. I cried.
Yeah. Everyone was crying there. It seemed like it was a really good dance. So Dylan, very proud of you. Dylan finished 4th, 5th. 5th, 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He finished 4th,
and you know what? I'm happy with that. Did I think he was gonna win? Probably not.
I don't know. I wanted to believe that an underdog would win. I did too. I kept that in my.
The second they called Elaine's name for 5th, I was like, yeah, no.
Well, again, we'll get into that. But yeah, I wanted to believe that one of the underdogs would sneak in and take it, but
no, I'm still happy that he was in the finale.
Yeah.
Do you not feel like
no, I am
deserving?
That dance. Yeah. That dance. If he had done not a freestyle that was okay, I'd have been I would have rather seen Witney.
Yeah.
But with that freestyle.
Okay, no. Don't compare that to Witney. No. I think we all would have liked to see Witney over a couple of those people.
No
really?
One else. Yeah, no one else besides for me. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Okay.
But that freestyle saved the whole night for me for Dylan. And I was it was a great way to end. Good job. I'm curious what reality show he'll do now.
Yeah, really, since he's such a big reality star.
And Zach wasn't there. Yeah. Or he was hiding in the bleachers.
Did you notice that when they were talking about each week, they'd show clips from each week of Wicked night, Halloween night.
Did they put Zach in there?
They did last week, and of course they didn't show any audience members any other week, but of course last week's they peep a little clip of him in it.
That's funny. They had to take any opportunity to get him in.
And I feel like they did that because they knew. They're this is a perfect opportunity to put something funny in there.
I was actually thinking too, because I remember last week we're he has to come to either the semifinals or the finals. But it actually makes sense that he was there last week now, because he was not going to come to the finals and have production make the finals all about Zac Efron.
No.
So it's good that he came semifinals.
He got to see a win from his brother, which is awesome. Yeah. It still would have been great to see him last night, but
they didn't even put a clip of him in the package. You know, at the end where they're they show celebrities. Yeah. I'm that would have been the moment. Maybe he shouldn't have just not come to the show at all, and that should have been the only moment they showed him. That being crazy. Proud of you, bro.
That would have been crazy.
But they picked the weirdest people for that type of package. But you know, at the end when they're
but I thought they were just picking family members.
No,
and then
they
threw in some celebrities, and I was
they threw in they throw in random.
When they put Chriselle in there, I was like, "What is going on?" And of all the people you could have picked for Dylan, I know Chriselle.
I'm are they good friends?
Not even one of the finalists in Traders. Put Gabby in there.
I know. Yeah, that was a weird. That was weird, but Dina Katz, gotta get her girl Chriselle on the show.
Yeah, especially, literally.
But anyway, farewell, Dylan.
Yeah.
Thank you for that freestyle. Yeah. I cried.
I still voted for you.
Yep. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, moving on to our next star, Elaine.
The star.
Oops. The star. It sounds like you just spilled something.
I did just spill, but that's okay. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on to Elaine and Alan. So, their first dance was a. Every time I look at this, I want to say Roomba. A Roomba picked by Derek.
Yeah. A Rumba.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I think I spelled it wrong. I always expect a Roomba to be sorry, that was an accident. I always expect a Rumba to be a very fast dance.
Interesting.
I don't know.
It's not that.
It's not. I noticed that right away when I saw their outfits and the song.
Yeah, they chose a Rumba, and I every time Elaine goes on stage, and literally the moment she starts dancing, I feel this behind my eyes tears coming. I just feel so emotional when she's on stage dancing and a proud daughter or something. That's how I feel. She goes, as soon as she starts dancing, I'm Elaine, my girl. I'm so proud of her. I was so impressed by this dance. I thought it was my favorite of all the dances so far in the night, out of the 3 that had gone.
Everyone, or that she did?
No, of like everyone that had gone so far.
Oh, the first round.
Yeah.
Okay,
So like in that first round, she went, and I was like,
oh yeah.
that was my favorite out of the three of them so far. It was just like so beautiful. Like her lines are amazing, and I feel like some people are gonna be like, oh, I wish it was more like upbeat final dance, but she's been doing all those fast dances the past few weeks. She's been doing the salsas, the sambas, the quick steps. Like she's been like moving and grooving for a while now. So I'm like having this like slower, like a rumba is a hard dance to do. It's the hardest one on the show to do.
I thought it was a samba.
No, a rumba.
No, a samba is the hardest.
No, it's not. It's a rumba.
No, I think it's a samba.
It's a rumba. It's not a samba. The rumba is the hardest.
No. Someone let us know. Do we even Google this right now?
Yeah.
In the comments, let us know what you think.
They're both pretty hard, but I'm pretty sure like the rumba, because of like the hip movements and the slowness of it, makes it more difficult. Because the samba's faster. So like
samba is essentially, I feel like, the same thing but fast. Wouldn't that be harder?
No, because slower is like more vulnerable. Like you have like your hips are kind of like slowly.
Like slow dances though are
okay. Well, someone.
I'm not a dancer, but
I'm not a dancer either.
I can assume that a slow dance is easier to do.
From my like 6 or 7 years watching Dancing with the Stars, I'm pretty sure they say the rumba is the hardest.
But I'm gonna Google this after. But yeah, if you have something to say in the comments, please let us know, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
But
anyway, before we anyway.
I feel like there was something I was gonna say about this. Not about this. About Elaine and Alan. Oh, did you catch in one of their intro packages? Alan was like, Elaine, if we win, you'll be the oldest woman winner ever. It's like, Alan.
I know. I'm like,
way to hype her
I
up.
understand, like, she's killing it for her. She is, like, literally everyone else is, like, half her age on the show.
Yeah, Alex is literally half her age.
So
Robert, 1/3. Okay.
But anyway, I'm so glad that she made it to the finale. Like, I love her. Then, okay, going into the instant dances.
Oh, yeah.
So, Elaine pulls what did she pull?
She pulled a quick step.
Oh, a quick
I'm gonna be
step.
honest. I don't love a quick step.
I don't love a quick step in general.
Yeah.
But this one made me angry because, again,
quick step?
Not the quick step. Maybe not quite yet. So she goes and she had, clearly there was like some type of misstep in, like, right in front of the judges table.
Oh, like right at the beginning.
Yeah, right at the beginning. It was like a clear misstep, but like I don't even know who misstepped it, honestly. It could have been Alan doing. I feel like they just did something different than they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And then the rest of the dance was actually super impressive for like an instant quick step. There was like a lot of content in there. Like, again, like none of these like instant dances like blew me away because they were all instant dances.
Yeah.
But for like what she did, I was like, okay, yeah, like I don't think it was any worse than anyone else who had gone so far, even with that like slight misstep.
I think it's annoying when one person does a quick step and you score them lower for that, when like someone right ahead of them also did a mistake.
Well, everyone had a mistake. Everyone had a mistake.
Like, so that confused me a bit.
Well, that's the thing. Like, obviously, Alex and Dylan like didn't have like a misstep necessarily like super obvious in their like dance, but both of them had like a pretty awkward ending that I feel like they both had like mishaps at the end that were noticeable. And so I'm like, one step, the rest was so good. Like the ending was good.
Yep.
So then I knew they were gonna give her 9s though, because it was like right in front of the table.
Just unfortunate. This was the lowest scoring dance of the night. Out of all the dances, everyone 9s across, the lowest scoring. Which sucks, because I would not have expected. Honestly, it should have been Dylan and Dani, TBH. Bruno giving them that 10 was weird.
Bruno was like, I taught him. He deserves it.
If anything, I think Elaine and Alan should have got an extra 10 in there if we're just throwing 10s out to everyone.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't love the dance, though, to be honest. Like, I think it was really good. It wasn't my favorite, but that was also because I don't love a quick step. So.
No, that's totally fair. And, like, again, I didn't love any of these instant dances. It's just, like, for what they pulled out in that short period of time, I was impressed with like their ability,
Yeah.
but I wasn't really impressed by like any of the dances itself, you know. But anyway, the reason why it made me a little angry, we'll get to it, is later. Because I was like, okay, fine, like maybe they're not throwing out 10s to everybody, they're actually gonna like critique.
Oh, was there another person that got a 10 that you don't think should have
in the instant dances? 100%.
Who? Okay, yeah, we'll get there.
I'm sure there's a lot of people who know who I'm talking about.
I'm confused, actually. Unless we're talking about Robert. Well,
yeah, we're talking about Robert.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
You're right. Actually, I did write here, love Robert, but didn't think it was a 10 for him.
We'll get there. But anyway, so like, yeah, she got 9s, and I was like, honestly, pretty tough. Like maybe 1 9. Like maybe someone should have thrown her a 10 in there. But whatever. Again, scores don't matter that much, I don't think. But yeah. Anyway, going into the freestyle. Where is she? Okay. I actually loved her freestyle because I appreciate that, like, when it comes to a freestyle, even though, like, yeah, I love Dylan's and I loved Alix's, like, I love when someone goes out of the box for a freestyle.
Yeah.
That is, like, what I love about the freestyle. People are like, oh, it's not a ballroom dance. Like, it's not supposed to be necessarily. It can be, but like the fun thing about a freestyle is it literally can be whatever you want to make it, and like showcase for like your last hurrah on the dance floor. And so it's like, okay, sure, it wasn't like a ballroom dance or whatever it may be, but like I loved the whole creation of it. Like I loved the story of it. I feel like it was so her. She like brought out her friends. I feel like it just like showcased her exactly the way that like who Elaine is, you know.
I agree. I literally wrote that down. I think it was really her. I liked how I usually don't like more of like the Broadway musical type vibe.
I was thinking of you during this.
I actually absolutely loved it. If anything, I wish we got to see a little more dancing from her during it. However, I think just the theatrics of all of it made up for that. But like part of me was like, okay, if I had to judge you right now, I don't know how I would actually be judging your dancing, because there was a lot of just like pausing, running around, and just not as extravagant dance moves. However, I think how she did it was a perfect way to end her like time on Dancing with the Stars.
Totally. And honestly, like that's the thing.
You're right.
Is like, yeah, it was so different. Like it's one that I would watch again because it was different, right? Like it's a great, and it doesn't have to be like, I don't know, the freestyle can literally be whatever you want it to be. I do agree. Like the only thing is, like, I still would give it a 10. I thought it was great. Maybe at the end, like maybe slightly bigger. Like when Andy was like, this has to be bigger. It's the finale. Like it did go big, but I feel like if it went even a little bigger, that would have been like icing on the like cherry on the cake or whatever it's called.
More lights, more confetti, something.
But I feel like maybe some of that comes down to the fact that they had to learn 6 dances this week.
Yeah.
Because like think about if they didn't have to do that instant dance, like there could have been more put into that freestyle.
And I would have even liked to see a little more time in the freestyles. Like if they took out instant dances but were like, even okay, you're gonna do 30 more seconds of a freestyle. I would have loved that.
I agree.
Elaine's was the one that I was watching where I was like, I want more.
I could have kept going.
Yeah. I'm like, I want more. I'm entertained. I'm into like, and all of them were entertaining, but that was the one that I was like, okay, what else? What else was there? Like, come on, keep going.
Yeah. And honestly, like, props to Alan too. Like, I feel like their partnership has been just like so fun to watch. Like,
how do they do the freestyles though? Like, does the star say to their pro, like, I want to do these songs and I want to do this type of dance, and then they just make up a dance together?
Yeah, I think it's like it's a collaboration of what the pro and the celebrity want to do. Like I think over the years that's why I feel like the freestyle in the past, the pros, I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, in the past seasons or just in the past in general on the show, had a little bit more say than the celebrity did. I feel like in the past it was like the pro was like, this is what we're doing, this is the song we're doing.
Oh, really?
I feel like they had less.
So it was a freestyle by the pro?
No. I mean in like general in the show, like during the regular season.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like during the regular season it used to be a bit more like, it felt like, at least maybe behind the scenes it wasn't, but it felt like in the past during the regular season, the pro had a slightly more control than the celebrity. Like, I think the celebrity always has some creative say, obviously, like, it's their dance too. But I feel like it was usually the song was picked by production, the style was picked by production, and then so really the only creative part the celebrity had control of was, like, how they kind of make the dance a little bit with the pro.
Oh.
I feel like this season, I felt like the celebrity was the one, like, picking their dance, picking their songs, picking their, like I felt like it had way more control in every single week than they've normally had.
I feel like that makes more sense.
It does make more sense, but I feel like why freestyles used to feel more like boom grand is because they wouldn't be able to show as much of themselves in every single dance throughout the season. And so in the freestyle, it'd be this, like, big show of who their creativity, their style, their personality. It, like, really made that freestyle feel like them. It was like, let's showcase what they want to show. Yeah. Whereas this season, we've seen a lot of, like, them throughout their dances, their choices, their styles, like, their favorite songs, whatever. Like, we've seen a lot of what they already are and, like, who they are in their other dances, that the freestyle felt similar, just, like, bigger. Yeah. You know, it didn't feel as much like, whoa, this is Elaine, whoa, this is Dylan. It was just, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yeah. But anyway, to answer your question, I think they both have they collaborate.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think, why are you calling it a freestyle if production's just going to pick everything? Yeah. So, no. And I think you're right. It did show that, but everyone's been going above and beyond that. You're right. It didn't really feel as extravagant, but at the same time, I still think it was the perfect amount.
Yeah, I feel like it was
because someone like
perfect
Alix,
for her.
Yeah, someone like Alix was already really big. I wouldn't have wanted it to be bigger because, I mean, I think Derek even said, like, this is like a stadium performance. Yeah. That we're watching right now. Yeah. Which is so fair. But ultimately, like, I still want to see their dance. I want to see them dancing with their partner. This is the last dance. And I don't always love when the troupe is super involved because I find that they distract me from actually watching the star. Yeah. But no, Elaine, we're really proud of you. I voted for you.
Me too. I voted for Elaine. I'm sad she came fifth, honestly.
I'm shocked, actually, by that.
I'm not shocked that she came fifth.
I thought she'd at least come fourth. Fifth was weird to me, but...
Fifth, in my opinion, should have been Dylan. Yeah. But I think it should have been Dylan, then Elaine. Not that I think Elaine should have gone there, but I think it would have made more sense in my brain if she didn't. No, if she
I was
kind of
shocked that she was fourth.
I mean, I wasn't really shocked by anything at the end, but we'll get there. Okay, anyway, moving on to our next couple.
Do we want to talk about Jordan and Ezra and then Robert?
Or do we want to we're going to go out of order a little bit here because we'll talk about our winners last. Yeah. So let's talk about Jordan and Ezra.
Jordan and Ezra.
Winners in my heart.
Yeah. Doing a first dance, a Paso Doble, which I thought they had already done before. So that kind of confused me.
Maybe they've done an Argentine tango.
Oh, okay, very similar. Yeah.
Which was last week.
Yeah.
I don't think they've done a Paso Doble. I could be wrong.
Well, no, like if this was the judge's choice, I'm pretty sure it was dances they'd never done.
Yeah, I don't think they did an Argentine tango, which
has definitely done something pretty similar.
Yeah, which is also like a stronger dance. It feels similar. Okay, so Carrie-Anne is their judge who chooses their song, or sorry, not their song, their style. So she chose the Paso Doble. She comes in and is like, this has got to be fierce. This has got to be strong. And so our girl Jordan does this. And I loved it. Yeah. I actually think out of all the first round dances, that was the best one. Yep. As like a performance, as technique, as like, that was giving, I'm in the finale. And I literally wrote down in quotations, they said, she came out with the energy of like, don't you forget, I'm an Olympic gold medalist. Like, she's like, I am coming to compete. Yeah. And she was, again, the song, Breaking Dishes by Rihanna.
Oh, iconic.
It starts and I'm like, yes, this is what we need in the finale. We need that song that's like Like, I love this song.
Yeah.
Perfect song. Literally came out so fierce, so strong, so sharp. And then Carrie-Anne. Carrie-Anne. What do you think? What do you think of the dance?
I wrote that it was my favorite dance from them. I wrote that our muscles were popping. And that the choreography from Ezra was unreal. So I think that was the perfect dance to prove exactly why they're in the finale.
Yep.
Very confused about Carrie-Anne's judging. Hilarious that someone called her out in the crowd and she was literally prepared to go after them, it felt like.
This is my thing with Carrie-Anne. It's like, I don't want to be that person that's like on the Carrie-Anne has no good takes like train or anything like that. I think Carrie-Anne is allowed to have her opinions, but like, sometimes they just don't make sense to me. No. Like, to say that you were just a little too fierce and it took me out of the dance, I'm like, what does that even actually mean?
Yeah, that is like not
like if
good feedback.
And like
not helpful.
And not to be like that person, but like, I don't know, like it's like she picked. I think what bothers me about sometimes Carrie-Anne is not that she can not give her a 10 if she doesn't think it was a 10. She can have her opinions, she can have her feedback. I just don't like the way she approaches her feedback.
Yeah.
Like, it's never coming from a place of like that was an insane dance, and to not say anything positive about it in the finale makes no sense to me. Like, you can be like, wow, you came out, you did that, blah, blah, blah. In my opinion, it was like, I was taken out of the dance a bit, but still amazing job. Or something like that. But the way she approaches it is always like she like kills the mood. She's like, ah.
You can tell what she's gonna say before she even opens her mouth.
She comes out like, it just wasn't there for me. I'm like, why do you have to say it like that? Like, why? That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
Have your opinion, but like the way you're bringing it, the way you're approaching it, and how you're bringing up your feedback is what's bothering people. Like, that's what's making people be like mad, you know? Like, you can think that if you want, that's fine, but like, yeah. Anyway, my thing with this is like, what my biggest takeaway from this was like Jordan's response though, after the dance, or after like they give their like when scores, when Jordan was chatting with Julianne, that's what made me really like love Jordan in that moment, because I was like, she could have been like that person that like feeds into the crowd booing her, or being like, I don't know what she's looking for, felt confused by the score, but instead she chose to be like, I'm always going to be on Carrie-Anne's side, like, and like be the bigger person, like. And that made me really like her. It
actually made me really appreciate her too.
Yeah.
I've been struggling with finding a connection with Jordan throughout the season. Mm-hmm. And not because like I still think she's a great dancer and I still really like her and Ezra's partnership, but it's just been a struggle for me to actually feel like a connection to her and to get to know her. But that spoke a lot of her character. Mm-hmm. And I was very, very impressed by that. I just don't understand. Carrie-Anne was the only one to give her a 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone else gave her 10s. Yeah, that was a little weird. I don't know. Part of me, I'm not siding with Carrie-Anne, but I find that she definitely is always the one to give critical feedback, whether it's correct or not. It does make her seem like the bad guy, because then Derek and Bruno will kind of just always say positive things, and it does kind of fall always to her to bring the negative, if there is any. So I don't know. I do think people are hating on her a lot more than they should be, but I also think that the judges could have been giving more critical, strategic, and just smarter feedback throughout the season.
Yeah,
so that it didn't feel like this right at the end.
That's exactly what I think too, is like, they're just, we can talk about it a little later, but like, there's just the scoring was the problem, and the feedback was the problem from the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
There's never, like, they did such a bad job this year scoring people accurately like lower. They were so scared to score people low at the beginning, which is fine. Like, they're brand new. They're not expecting to get 8s on the first week. Like, they should have been scoring people lower at the beginning, giving them room to improve and grow and something to work towards, giving them actual critical helpful feedback in the first 6 weeks. And like, but we got nothing like that. Like, we just got praise like all season. And so now when someone's like trying to give feedback, everyone's like, what? But also, like, Carrie Ann, like, this is the thing. You should have been giving people those lower scores. Even her, like, she should have been giving those people lower scores, critiques at the beginning. The finale, of course, we can judge, like, we're not going to just throw out 10s to everybody. Yeah. But, like, it is more of, like, a celebration night. It's not supposed to be this, like, I didn't like it at all.
Well, that's why I found it dumb that Carrie Ann kept saying, like, it is the finale, stakes are high. And it's like, okay, but does the feedback even matter at this point now? Like, just yes, it maybe would have mattered last week, right before the finale, but now it's like, no, tell them they did a good fucking job.
Just tell them they did good. Give her a 9. It doesn't matter. You did so good. I'm so proud of you. 9. Whatever. Like,
yeah. People are still gonna be pissed, but not as pissed.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyways. But I just, to me, it made me sad for Jordan in that moment, because it, like, her fighting with the crowd just killed the mood.
I know.
Like, it literally made the ballroom, like, pin drop. Like, they got up to with Julianne, and even all the pros behind, everyone's just, like, feeling awkward. And I'm like,
which sucks because it was such a good dance. Like, I genuinely don't think they even knew how good of a job they did just by the reactions of the room, the crowd, Carrie Ann, just everything.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it just made me sad for, like, the sake of Jordan, because she just killed the mood fighting with the crowd. Made it just like, this was just supposed to be a fun night. Yeah. And it felt like it just took away from that dance for Jordan.
Yeah. Yeah, which is like the last day of school, you know? You're not going to give homework out. You're just going to enjoy the day.
Yeah, but anyway, I loved it. Amazing. Instant dances. Yeah, dance number 2. They got a tango. Yeah. And they were the first couple to seem happy about their dance.
I loved the reaction to getting the tango. They were so amped up for it, which they should have been, because I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
I honestly didn't say much about it. I just thought it was a good dance. I honestly can't even really remember.
It was really good. I actually think it was like, they clearly were prepared for this dance.
Yeah. I feel like they've always done good at a tango.
Yeah, like, tango's a good dance for her. Yeah. I didn't like the song choice. It was weird, but I think it was a super strong instant dance. Again, I'm not a huge fan of all instant dances, or instant dances in general, but overall, I did think it was I thought it was a really good, well done instant dance.
Yeah.
And
what did they got all 10s, right?
Yeah, they got all 10s, which I actually think out of all the instant dances, I honestly think she did the best, overall. But that's just my opinion.
Honestly, I can't remember it enough to say that or not. I don't think I was blown away by it.
I wasn't blown away by any of them, though. That's the thing. The instant dance section to me was just, like, not necessary. Cool to see their improvement, but, like, none of them blew me away at all.
Yeah.
So it just kind of felt not necessary, but it was nice to see their partnership. It was nice. What I did like about these dances is, like, seeing the partners work together. Like, seeing their dynamics, seeing them learn, like, kind of, like, and you can tell, like, when they were rehearsing and when they were, like, on TikTok live, like, she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
Whereas some other couples, it was like,
I also loved seeing the little bit of stress from the pros for it.
Oh, I know, me too.
Because I feel like they always just, I don't know, even if they are nervous, they don't show it. Like, they're just always on and just good.
Yeah.
But, like, to see them kind of, like, stressing about it, like, listening to the music, I'm like, I love seeing that side of them.
Yeah, I agree. I loved watching them with the phone. Yeah. And, like,
they're just by themselves, going across the stage, doing their dances.
Yeah, no. It is a fun section. For the finale, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah.
Because, like, none of the dances, like, blew me away. And I was like, I just want to be, like, blown away all night. Is that too much to ask for?
I guess so.
I'm just kidding. But anyway, I feel like after their freestyle, that just, like, the instant dance didn't even matter to me. So, like,
I think the group, like, if we were to put together everyone's group averages of dancing from the night, theirs was probably, like, one of my favorites.
You mean just, like,
where I enjoyed all three of their dances.
I agree.
Like, they probably had the highest group average for me personally.
Me too. I agree.
Okay.
Yeah,
look at us.
Oh my
god. Oh, and after their tango, there was a quick little clip of Jan and some of the troupe dancing.
Oh my gosh.
To the one and only Taylor Swift.
Yeah, that Taylor Swift plug.
I know.
I was like, why are they dancing to Taylor Swift? Oh.
Yeah, I know. And then they...
Oh. But honestly, Kate, speaking of Jan really quick, like, me and Lauren, yesterday, actually, we watched some of the Eras Tour movie. And, like, it's funny now watching Jan, knowing his personality, like, on the tour.
It makes so much sense.
It's like, but this is what we, like, this is the pure joy and, like, love of Dancing with the Stars, is, like, we get to know people that we never would get to know.
Yeah.
And just, like, then seeing them do other things or going back and seeing their old work, you're like, it's like an old friend.
No, it is. And I honestly found this the most with someone like Elaine. Because Elaine, it's not that I don't, like, love her. She's not a celebrity that I've thought about in a while.
Yeah.
I watched her on The Parent Trap, and that was it. So, like, to kind of get more... like, getting to know her a bit more right now is so unexpected. And now it's like, now I'm excited to see what everyone does next.
Yes, I agree.
And yeah, I feel like we're friends. I feel like I'm just gonna enjoy tracking where their next steps are. I'm excited.
I know.
I also saw the tour dates and who's gonna be in each city. And I think we should actually go to the tour.
If we can get there.
They opened more dates.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay, well... we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do.
Okay, and then...
sorry, going back to
I think this is your probably favorite freestyle of the night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Freestyle by Jordan and Ezra. Absolutely killed it. It's so funny. Right before they went on, I'm like, Matt, we're about to see a lot of gymnastics. And then the very first thing she did was, like, 4 flips.
As she should. Yeah. As she should. I loved, like, going into... she's so funny. Like, okay, Jordan, I feel like a lot of people maybe don't get some of her humor. Yeah. Like, she's funny.
She is funny.
Because, like, going after her instant dance, Julianne's like, how do you feel? She's like, you guys aren't even ready for this freestyle. And, like, in my mind, that's hilarious. Yeah. I feel like people are probably, like... I feel like people take things the wrong way all the time. I'm like, girl, you need to... people are gonna take this wrong, but no, she made a joke. It's like a package before her freestyle, and because I think I told you about Ezra's partner last year, Anna Delvey, when she got eliminated, Julianne was like, what are you gonna take away from this competition? And Anna Delvey went, nothing.
I didn't know that.
I think I told you about this, but I'll show you a clip. But
okay,
anyway, it's like this, like, viral moment because Anna, as she gets eliminated, all she says is nothing.
Sassy girl.
Ezra has a tattoo on his back that says nothing. And anyway, in their package, she makes a hilarious joke, but I feel like people didn't get it. When Ezra goes, what are you going to take away from this competition? She's like, nothing.
That's cute.
And I'm like, that is so funny, but, like, if people don't know...
I was going to say, I didn't catch on to that, but I didn't know that, so I wouldn't have known.
Okay, I'm like, oh no, Jordan, you're so funny, but, like, people are going to think you're serious.
Yeah, but that's okay. You know, only the real ones know.
But yeah, anyway, so she, she goes on to do her freestyle, and she was not wrong. We were not ready for this freestyle. And I saw some people... quickly, I haven't seen much online, that they're like, I didn't like it, it wasn't ballroom, it wasn't that? Yeah. And I'm like, what the heck? It is... that's my favorite thing about the freestyle, is it doesn't have to be ballroom. It literally
it literally said no rules.
It's supposed to just showcase who you are, what you want to, like.
Yeah.
And I think it was perfect for her.
Yeah.
I want to watch it again. I want to watch it again and again. I love that she was the star. Like, this is kind of what was, like, I'm not trying to compare people, but, like, in Alix, I felt like she kind of got lost a little in, like, the troupe, and, like, she was still powerful, but, like, in this one, I'm like, no one else was on the dance floor but her.
I wasn't even looking at Ezra.
Ezra wasn't even there.
I didn't even. Yeah, I was gonna say like, he blended right in with the rest of the troop. I had my eyes on Jordan the entire time.
Yeah.
So that was it. Was a good.
And like I like that Ezra. I also this just made me like respect Ezra a lot in his choreography and like his ability, because like he made her shine.
Yeah.
He wasn't like, he was like, I'm not even here. Like, girl, you go, you do, like, you shine, you do your thing.
Yep.
I'll be here supporting you.
This is your freestyle.
Yeah.
I am here to support you.
Yeah. And it, like, that was the best one of the night to me. That's a freestyle. That's what I was waiting for.
And you know what? After watching that, I'm like, this is a finale.
Yeah.
Like, this was the most perfect way of ending the night off.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been more happy.
I know, because I was a little nervous, like, about them going last.
Same.
Because I was like, I feel like in the finale it's not an advantage to be the last performer, because like people are voting, like you're kind of right near the end.
That's so true. I almost forgot to vote.
And so I was like, I feel like it's kind of, yeah, like going last is kind of maybe not a good thing. And I was nervous because I love Jordan and Ezra, and I was like, I want them to win so bad. So I was nervous, but I'm like, I see why she was last, because they probably all did their freestyles and production was like, Jordan and Ezra are ending the show 100%. Like they,
oh my god, it was perfect.
Normani came out.
Yes. No, it was good. I think
their pant legs and their names are so funny. I was watching with my boyfriend Ben, and I was like, is that Normani? And he's like, well, that's what it says on her pants.
No, and Carrie Ann said, so they obviously got 10s across the board.
I had no notes written. I didn't even write their names down.
Carrie Ann said that was the best freestyle that she's seen in 20 seasons, which I thought that was a bold statement, to be honest.
It is a bold statement, but like I do think it's up there.
I mean, I haven't seen a lot of freestyles, so that's the only reason why I'm like, okay, could it have been?
It's also taste, right? Everyone has different.
Yeah.
Like Bruno said the other day, it's a matter of taste.
It's true. I think like imagine like, obviously Dylan's freestyle was awesome, and imagine that was like the last dance that they did. Like, come on. Yeah. No, I think this was perfect. So,
I know.
And this actually made me like, it's not that I didn't think Jordan and Ezra were gonna, like, I wasn't expecting them to win, but I was expecting them to like still go pretty far.
Yeah.
But I think I'm so happy they came third.
Me too.
I'm so happy they came third. If they're not able to win, okay, that's fine. But third, I think they were perfectly placed. And
I don't think they were perfectly placed, but
I think with how it went down and how we knew it was going to go down,
the show was going to go down no matter what happened.
I think if one person wasn't there, we know who the first and second would have been. Yeah.
So yes, I agree with you on that. Yeah. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I'm glad she at least Elaine and Dylan. You know? Like
I'm happy that she at least came third, because that's basically first.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But yeah, they should be so proud of themselves. I am so happy they made it to the finale. Like last week, obviously it was like them. It came down to them and Witney. And like at that moment I was like, oh my gosh, I can't choose, because obviously I wanted to see Witney so bad. But I am happy that Jordan didn't get eliminated.
Same.
Because we wouldn't have got any of that.
No.
And she literally was the backbone of that finale.
Yeah.
Like, she was.
No, it's true. It's true. I said they definitely had the highest group average from me.
100%. So like we saw her. I see why she's an Olympic gold medalist. She said, "I'm coming out, and no notes for me tonight."
No. Also, everyone just looked so toned last night.
Yeah. Oh, everyone is jacked.
Holy. Yeah. Like, these 3 months, they've been really doing it for them.
Yeah. Okay, well, anyway, I'm happy to see them make it to the finale. I love that we got to see Ezra shine. I think this is a second season. If this is the stuff he's already pulling out, I think he's going to be like one of the most iconic pros on the show over the next few years. Yeah. Like, if this is his second season, imagine like 5 seasons from now. Yeah. Like, he is born to be on the show. I'm excited to see him next year. He said, I'm here to stay, and I'm so I love him. He's like one of my favorite pros right now.
What, he didn't make it very far last season, did he?
Oh, it was his first season last season, and he got eliminated first because he had Anna Delvey. Remember?
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we did talk about this. Yeah.
But anyway, so like he just like
holy
really,
second season,
and not just like I made it to the finale, like I crushed the finale.
Yeah.
So bravo.
And once again, like if they were on any other season together, they probably could have won.
100%. Yeah.
100% could have won.
But yeah. Okay. All
right.
Moving on to our last couple. They didn't go last, but we're just talking about them last because they are our Mirrorball champions. Whitney and Robert and Whitney. Let's talk about their dances, and then we'll kind of like talk about the ending. They're winning at the end. So
their first dance was a quick step.
Chosen
by Derek. I don't know. They like only one judge goes in, but sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, we picked this for you." So I don't know if did Derek actually pick it or was it a judge decision. I don't know.
I don't know. I think the judges picked collectively.
But it made sense that Derek was the one to go.
I mean, it was predictable that it was Derek.
This whole finale was predictable, Alicia.
This finale was very predictable, but so it was very Derek obviously was the one to pick them.
Yes, and Robert's having rib issues, which I don't know if I've been missing something. Is this the first week this has come up?
See,
or has he brought it up before?
I think everybody is having rib issues.
So that's the thing. I think everyone's bodies are just
like
destroyed.
That's what happened to Elaine. Elaine literally like tore her rib her intercostal rib muscle, and Alix too. Like, because I've been watching some of her like behind the scenes vlogs. She's been saying the exact same thing. Like their ribs are just strained because they're doing so much movement on your like upper body. Torso that you never really probably use ever unless you're a dancer, and to just go from 0 to like 100 for 11 weeks straight, of course like they're gonna have that happen. I did think it was kind of funny, like don't get me wrong, like I do feel bad that he's going through that, but I do think it was funny that it was brought up like 10 times.
Dude, you're 21, okay?
Sorry, my joints hurt like that every day. No, I mean I feel like obviously that's I couldn't even imagine like what that pain is like because I've never done something like this before. But that's literally what Elaine was hospitalized
for. Well, that's the thing. Like it's one thing seeing a 51-year-old being like, I'm in pain, I'm breaking my body, but Robert, boy.
No, I think it's fair that he had this injury and he brought it up, but it was brought up in every package. Every package.
They made it his personality last night.
Okay, you know what? I kind of... This is what I feel about Robert, because I feel like we're just going to talk about it, obviously. I feel like production loves Robert, obviously. The show loves Robert. Everyone loves Robert, right? But like, I think production actually did him a little dirty this episode because they definitely wanted to like push his story over and over and over.
Like his rib story or his family story?
Kind of everything, really. Yeah. Like, and I don't think that's necessarily what he even wants to be like shown, right? But like just the rib thing like 3 times in a row, I'm like, we understand you're hurt. That's unfortunate. Everyone's been hurt. We don't need to hear it 3 times.
No, but then again, like if that was all they got clips of,
I guess, yeah.
Like,
but anyway, like the quick step, I am happy that Derek came in because I actually think he was like a good person to like coach him.
Yeah. Oh, he was probably the best.
And so yeah, how I feel is like wow, I'm blanking. I liked it, but for me, what I like about his dances is like he's a good performer, right? Like it's always like, I like this because you're a good performer. When it comes to like the actual, I actually did think he improved a lot in I think he's done a quick step before.
Dude, he's done so many quick steps.
No, he's done jives.
You're right.
But like, I do think I do think I liked it. It was entertaining. I do think it showed improvement from his season because it was a frame dance, and I feel like I remember at the beginning of the season his frame dances were just like not it for me. And this dance was framed, and I actually think it showed his growth a lot in his frame. Like he came from like not being a dancer at all to again dancing. So like I always am going to give people like credit where it's due when you're like not a dancer and you're coming on this show learning literally from the ground zero.
Yeah.
So like I was actually impressed with like his improvement from like his frame dances at the beginning. I thought it was entertaining. But like honestly, like now that we're talking about it, and I didn't write many notes, like it's almost not that memorable to me.
Alicia, and this is probably going to be controversial, I don't think there's a single Robert dance that stood out to me this season. Like if I'm looking back on the last 11 weeks,
yeah,
there's not one dance that I could think of where I'm like, that was an iconic dance, or that was really well done, or that, like, I don't know. And it's nothing against him or Witney, because Whitney's an awesome choreographer, and like they were entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
there just wasn't as much of wow factors in their dances as other people's. So for me, it wasn't like, I don't know. It's hard because we knew Robert was going to win. It was so predictable.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm so disappointed because no matter what anyone else did, it seemed like Robert was going to be the winner.
Yeah. It's tough. I feel like all these like mixed emotions because I'm like, he has improved from being a nothing dancer to now.
Yeah.
Again, I agree with you. Like, there hasn't been a week where I'm like, I didn't enjoy, like, I've never watched one of his dances and been like, that was just so boring, or like, he is entertaining. Like, he is an entertainer, and like every dance has been entertaining to watch. But I agree with you, like when I'm like thinking back on the season to be like, what are my favorite dances of his? What were my standout performances from his? I'm like, I can't even remember his dances. No. The only dance I can remember is his week 1 dance.
Because he was wearing his like jungle outfit.
His jungle outfit, and it was his jive, and he came out with like all that energy, and like everyone else was kind of like low that week, and he was like, his like charisma really, and his performance was like so above and beyond. And I was like, it's so funny because we literally said he's the winner.
I know,
and we were right, even though I did not want to be right.
No, I know. And it's. It sucks because it's nothing against him. He's obviously an amazing person, has an amazing family, still did a really great job.
Did so good, yeah.
But it just is so unfortunate.
I just didn't like how predictable it was, but we'll get there. Anyway, so in this first dance,
like we're there.
No, we're not there yet. We're still in his first dance. Carrie Ann said, I actually, again, like there was so much happened, and this was kind of not memorable to me, but I wrote down that she said, I want to make sure I give this to someone who really deserves it.
Oh, yes.
Which was
not
like...
Not saying you don't deserve it or anything. I thought that was...
To be fair, though, like, I kind of agreed with her score. Actually, I think so. I don't know. Again, scoring doesn't even matter. But, like, that's just a weird thing to say. Like, why would you say, I just want to make sure we're giving it to someone who really deserves it? And I'm like, not that he doesn't deserve it, but, like, why would you say that?
I know, and of all people to say it to, you're saying it to... I don't know. I'm just frustrated because of how predictable the season went. And I feel like that kind of killed the fun of it. And obviously we're close to the end and we'll get into this more.
But I think like this dance, I think it was like fine. Like it was good. I think it was better than like Dylan's. Like it was definitely like it was a middle of the pack like first dance for me.
It was a fun dance.
It was good. Like again, at the end of the day, everyone did good this year. Everyone is like has done amazing, so I'm not saying it was bad. It was good. I liked it. It was entertaining, but it was just like, okay, now next.
Yeah, it was just a good dance. It wasn't an awesome dance. It was just a good dance.
It was good. This is what started to get me frustrated though, is when we moved into the instant dances for Robert. Because
what are you frustrated about?
Because Robert got a cha-cha to Cake by the Ocean.
Yeah, which I actually thought the dance worked really well with the song.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we feel very differently about this. But I also feel like there was so many people online that I also saw felt the same as me. But so we just had Elaine go before Robert.
Yeah.
And she literally had one misstep in her dance.
And she got her 9s.
Okay? Yeah. And then we have Robert and Witney, and he even says to, like, in the package, he's like, I'm someone who, like, because he's a new dancer, which makes sense. He's like, I still don't learn dances by counting. I learn it kind of more to the music, which makes sense. He's a newer dancer. He's never danced to, like, counts before. So, like, this is not me, like, saying anything bad or anything. But, like, I could see that in them, even on the TikTok live, like trying to learn the dance. I feel like in their dance, it was my least favorite instant dance. I thought it was like, there were so many moments where he kind of just was like waiting for Witney to catch up to him. They're like he literally was standing there at one point, like he just stepped up and was like standing there, and Witney was like catching up to him in the dance. Like, not that I thought it was bad, but like it was clearly very off. And to be like, to give him all 10s for like many moments where like he wasn't even dancing because he was kind of just like waiting for Witney to catch up to him. I'm like, what? How did he get all 10s and Elaine did this full complex routine, has one misstep and gets 9s for that?
This is why I find it crazy, because I found this was such an easy song for them to dance to. Like, out of all of them, this was probably the best like song choice to dance style mashup.
Yeah, I agree.
And they didn't execute it as well as other people did with their like kind of funky ass song.
Yeah, so and again, I'm not trying to like bring Robert down or anything. Like, he's done an amazing job for like not being a dancer. But like, what bothers me is if like he would have done that and then would have got all 9s, I'd have been like, okay, good job, Robert. You did, like, you had a few missteps, but you did good. Yeah. But what's frustrating is like him having more clear mistakes in my mind than Elaine did. A couple times. More obvious like missteps, which is expected. He just learned this dance and he's a brand new dancer, so it's like, again, expected. But literally it could have just been like, good job, Robert, here's your 9s because you clearly deserve 9s.
I just would have wanted to see more accurate scoring for this, because this is one of the dances that even for them, I think they would have wanted to know an actually accurate score for this. They're just on the spot dancing. Like
even Witney, like even Witney knew that it wasn't 10. Like, she was like, oh, like, we got 10s. Like,
well, that's the thing.
And so that's what bothers me is like, it's not that I don't think Robert's doing a job. I don't think that Robert's like, I think he's a great performer. I've loved watching him, but like, it's the production and the show just being like that. They're bothering me. Yeah. Just being like, yeah, no, Robert can do no wrong.
That's always how it is, though. Production sucks.
But anyway, I don't even... Robert's, like, the nicest person of all time, so, like, I do really like Robert. He's, like, the most genuine person I think I've ever seen on TV. But, like, just give us some fair competition, you know? But anyway, moving on.
Their freestyle...
And
their freestyle was definitely my favorite dance from him out of the 3, I think.
Out of the 3 that night? Yeah, I agree. Like, I really liked the beginning.
I thought it was fun choreography. Like, I think Witney did a really good job with that.
Yeah. There was, like, a moment, it's funny, because I went to watch some freestyles, and I watched, I think it was, oh my gosh. Oh my god, why can't I think? I'm blanking out.
Or did you have, like, a different season?
Yeah, I think I sent it to you. It was, like, Riley's sister. Why can't I think of her name right now? Riley Arnold... Lindsay. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Lindsay. I literally follow you on TikTok. Lindsay and I can't think right now.
No, but you said, is it the video you sent?
Yeah. Anyway, I just watched one of her freestyles that was like so good a couple days ago, and it had like that light up part where it was like spotlight on people like one by one, and that was in Lindsay's freestyle. And I just remember,
I knew I recognized it.
Not that it matters, like, of course you can take and inspire from other people's freestyles, but it's just funny that I just watched that like that day, really. But yeah, I liked the beginning.
Oh, Jordan Fisher.
Yeah, Jordan Fisher. Yeah. I did like the beginning. Again, like, he's a performer. But I don't know, it just like didn't, again, it was really well done. It just, as a freestyle, wasn't my favorite of all of them.
No. Yeah. No, it wasn't. And this is what's so frustrating, is it's obviously not, and I know this is how it is because clearly some good dancers have been voted out when they shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. But this is what sucks. It's like, it's not a dance competition.
No, so it's never been.
Why do they keep calling it that? Because that's not what it is.
I mean, okay.
Like, it doesn't even matter if you're a good dancer at this point.
The thing is,
you just have to have the world's vote. Like, you just have to be a favorite.
It is a popularity contest, and I know that. I've been watching for long enough to like know it's a popularity contest. I think, and I don't even care that it is, but I think like I just wish I think it's like that production of it that's like pushing. It's almost like it felt like they were trying to push, at least in this episode. I honestly didn't feel this really that much until like this episode, but like it's almost like they were pushing us to want to vote for Robert.
Dude, this is how it's been all season.
But like, and I love Robert.
And
I do love Robert, but like, I'm not going to sit here and say he's the best dancer out of all of them. He's a great dancer, but like, in terms of like actual dancing, I think what bothers me is like, if he would have gotten more accurate scores this episode for like what he performed and then still won, I'd have been like, fine. Like, America wants you to win, and that's totally okay. Like, if America wants you to win, that is totally fine. But what bothers me is them just giving him straight 10s for everything too. I'm like, if they would have like been like, you know what, that instant dance was a really good effort, 9, and then whatever, like accurately just been like giving him the critiques like they give Elaine, like they've been giving Jordan throughout the season. Like, they would have just also accurately scored him and not like inflated him every single episode, I would have been like more happy when he won, being like, yeah, like I don't even care if he's the best dancer of all of them, but he's like a good guy and like he's been entertaining to watch. Who cares? It's just like the production of it all that kind of made it less interesting for him to win. Because it just felt so predictable.
I think it was predictable from the first episode. We called it day one. So, I
mean, we've known this. I've really deep down, though.
I knew this, but I was hoping that we'd be wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I was hoping that an underdog would win. I was hoping that Alix would maybe surpass the votes. And they did say
got close.
Alix and Robert got the most votes of any season. And that it was really close. So that surprised me that it was still really close. And I'm really happy about that still.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious to know how close it was.
Me too. Like, how close are we talking? And the thing is, it's like, I'm not even like upset that he won or anything like that. Like, it's a reality TV show. It doesn't even matter who wins, really. Like, it doesn't. At the beginning of the season, I think we said this is going to be such a shocking season, like no one's gonna know what happens, but it actually ended up being just like the most predictable season of all time. Which is like fine. It doesn't really matter. It's a reality competition show. It does not matter who wins or doesn't win.
I am curious though, if it were the judges who had the final say for who was gonna win, who they would have picked.
Oh, they would have picked Robert.
See, I think they had just as much of an obsession with Alix, though, too.
Oh, yeah.
So I think it actually would have been really hard for them.
I think what frustrated me, though, is that, like, they were the only two in the talks. Like, Jordan literally outperformed all of them this episode.
And that's so true.
And was not even, like, online considered one of the options to win.
That was, like, last week, how the only two people they said talked about going to the finale were Alix and Robert.
Yeah.
So, like, I know we knew, it seemed like the judges knew, but it's like, let's not make it that obvious. I don't want to hear it from you guys. Like, do not confirm our predictions so early on.
I was like, I went into this finale blindly hoping that we'd be like, I'm not trying to like discredit Robert winning or whatever. Like, he's like the nicest person ever and whatever. Who cares who wins? But I just was like hoping that like an underdog would like sneak through.
Yeah.
And you know, everyone's just been online like Robert, Alix. And I was just like, you know what? I just hope Elaine wins. Like, you know, I just hope it's like the shock of some underdog actually pulling through.
Yep.
Because I feel like online talk can be like, I don't know. It just, maybe the internet made it so predictable because like all you saw online was.
I find with a lot of reality shows nowadays, they are really predictable because of the internet, because everyone throws out all the theories right away. Everybody throws everything out there and you just expect it to happen. Yeah. And then it does. And it sucks. I still like the like shocking factor of being surprised by a finale.
Totally.
And that was the one thing that I'm like,
no, that's
the whole time I'm like,
I'm not even mad or anything that Robert won. I just don't like a predictable ending. Yeah. I'm just mad it was predictable.
That's just what we're pissed about, okay?
Yeah. Congrats, Robert and Witney. And I'm happy for Witney. I'm like, I'm so happy. She is like such a deserving pro. Like, they have been super entertaining to watch all season. Like, it is what it is. But like, I just don't like, I like something more unpredictable.
I like a good surprise.
You know? I like a plot twist. Yeah. This is why I like mystery books, you know? Like, I hate to know what the ending is going to be like.
Waiting for that twist. It didn't happen. Actually, Witney leaving, that was my big twist.
Yeah, true. We got our twist last week, I guess. Yeah.
Came early.
Yeah.
Came early,
but even like having Witney in the finale again still would have made it a little bit more like who's gonna win. Like
I know.
But
I was really excited to see her on my screen this week.
Speaking of Witney, she's gonna be performing her freestyle.
Is that actually happening though?
Yeah.
I thought that was a prank.
No, she's performing her freestyle on Call Her Daddy.
I thought they were just talking on Call Her Daddy.
No, she's doing her freestyle.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay, that's tonight at 8:00.
No, and I feel like it's so funny because all online, like, I'm happy we get to see their freestyle. Like, people, I saw some comments being like, why are they like why would they do this? Like, why would they do this? I'm like,
people like us.
People were begging for them to. So it was requested. They didn't just come up with that by themselves.
No.
Like, there was like a whole movement online for people. And you know what? Who cares? I just like to watch people dance.
Yeah.
I just want to see her dance. So I want to see the freestyle.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. But anyway, overall, this season, like, I know we just went through everyone and like picked them apart, but everyone did so good. It was like, I feel like we really need to appreciate like what the pros and the celebrities gave us for entertainment this season, because like it was such high level. Yeah. I went back and I was watching a couple of the older seasons this week, like prepping for the finale, and I'm like, overall the quality of this season was just so impressive, so entertaining. Like, appreciate all the celebrities like giving it their 110% for us to be entertained. So whatever, we want to pick people apart, that's fine, but like they all are amazing. I could not do what any of them did. No. So I'm just like, I've just had the most fun recapping it. I'm so happy that like Dancing with the Stars is like growing, because I'm excited to see what like future seasons are going to be like. Speaking of that, we did say at the beginning of the episode that we are going to go through our dream cast list. I fear our episode's
probably not a good idea.
I fear our episode has gone a little longer than we had anticipated. So with that being said, we still will, I think we can record, we'll have another episode out this week.
Yeah.
Where we go through our dream cast, our predictions for next year, and maybe just like some hot takes on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, I like that.
So stay tuned for that. We'll post a separate video so you don't have to listen to us talk for 2.5 hours.
No, that's a little crazy.
And yeah, just thank you again for everyone that's listened, watched, commented, liked. It's been literally me and Lauren and I, Lauren and
I'm not the grammar police, don't worry.
Lauren and I's like it's just been so much fun.
Yeah, we've had a good time doing it. All good things must come to an end.
Yeah, but stay tuned for our episode coming out probably next week about our cast, and then later in January, Traitors. And yeah, like we say every week, if there's anything else you guys want us to chat about or hear our hot takes on, let us know, because we're open to anything. We're just excited to be here for the ride. Exactly. Okay, bye for now.